day everyone, welcome to Accounting Expo once again. Today we shall be looking at double column cash book. What is a double column cash book? A double column cash book is a cash book that combines the cash column and the bank column on both the debit side, left hand side, and the credit side of the cash book. Now let us treat this question. The question goes forth. Write up cash book of Kasali Enterprises for the month of July 1999. July 1, balance brought forward, bank balance brought forward 17,000 naira. So that's a debit balance. That is the amount Kasali Enterprises has in his bank account. So it will be written on the debit side because it is an asset. So 17 balance BD, bank column 17,000 naira. On the 2nd of July, receive cash of 3,200 naira from Agagu. So there is an increase in the cash balance. So that will equally be written on the debit side because there is an inflow of cash as a result of money received from Agagu. So the person the money was received from was Agagu. So Agagu will be written in the column for particulars. January 3rd, withdrew cash for bank for office use. Whenever cash is being withdrawn from bank for office use, that's a contra entry. That is movement from bank into cash account. So double entry principle is applied inside this cash book. Cash is reducing, money is being reduced from the bank account, whereas there is an increase in the cash account. So as a result of that, we write 3737. Now there is more cash. So in the column for cash, we write 3,700 naira on the debit side. Then in the column for bank, on the credit side, we write 3,007 naira. Then in the folio column, we write C. This means it's a contra entry. Then where the amount that the increase in cash was as a result of the money removed from bank. So in the particulars column, we write bank on the debit side. Then the decrease in bank balance was as a result of the money paid into the office. So as a result of that, in the particulars column, we write cash. Now July 4, bought goods of 10,000 naira by check. So whenever goods is being bought, there will be a decrease in the bank balance because money was withdrawn from the bank. So that will be a credit entry. So 47. So purchases, then 10,000 naira under bank. July 5, paid insurance of 300 naira by cash. So payment of insurance, that's a decrease in the cash balance. So as a result of that, it will be recorded on the credit side. So the nature of the transaction is insurance. So the amount will be written, or the amount of 300 naira will be written under cash column. July 5, bought stationery by check 1000 naira. So there is a decrease in the bank balance as a result of the stationery bought. So in the column for date we have 67, particulars column, stationery, then 1000 naira will be written in the column for bank under the credit side. July 17, send check to Temi 1400 naira. That's a decrease in the bank balance, so it will be recorded on the credit side. 17/7, the person that check was given to was Temi, and how much? 1400 in the column for 410 naira in the column for bank. July 18, paid wages of 525 naira by check. So that's a decrease in the bank balance. So 18/7, wages 525 naira in the bank column on the credit side. July 19, withdrew 200 naira from bank for private use. Whenever the question says the money withdrawn was for private use, please, it's not a contra entry. It's called drawings. Money withdrawn from the business by the owner for his personal use is known as drawings, and these drawings led to reduction in the money they have at the organization has in its bank account. Then July 21, paid motor expenses 200 naira by check. Also, the transaction led to a decrease in the money they have in the bank. So as a result of that, the transaction will be written on the credit side. Then particulars, what the money was used for: motor expenses, and the nature of the transaction was a bank transaction, so the amount will be written in the column for bank, 200 naira. Then July 25, sold goods of 1250 and received check. So that led to an increase in the amount the organization has in its bank account. So it will be recorded on the debit side of the Cashbook. So the nature of the transaction, sales. Then 1250 will be written in the bank column, 1250 naira. Then the last but not the least, July 26, paid cash of 1000 naira into bank, meaning they have more money at the bank and lesser cash. Paid cash, so money was removed from cash till and lodged into the bank. So as a result of that, bank will be debited 1000 naira. Then in the column for folio, we write this sign meant for contra entry. Then cash will be written in the particulars column. Then the date 26/7. The same thing goes for the credit side, but on the other hand, first and foremost, the same date will be written. Then instead of, we write bank in the column for particulars, then the folio, the contra entry sign in the folio column, and the amount, the 1000 naira, will be written in the column for cash. So now the next thing is received. From the amount of cash received was 6900, while the amount lodged deposited into the bank was 19,250 naira. But in the case of cash, the amount spent was 1,300 naira, and the amount withdrawn from the bank was 16,985 naira. So when we subtract the 1,300 naira outflow of cash from the 6,900 that was received, the remaining amount, the balance remaining, some resulted in 5,600 naira. Then in the case of bank, by the time you subtracted the 16,985 from the 19,250 naira lodge deposited at the bank, the remaining amount, the balance at bank, was 2,265 naira, which will be brought down to under the total as balance brought down on the 1st of August. Balance BD. For cash, we have 5,600 naira, and for bank we have 2,265 naira. Now, having gotten to this stage, you will notice that the two balances are on the debit side. The two opening balances are on the debit side of both cash and bank, meaning the organization has 5,600 naira at hand, and they have 2,265 naira at bank. So those two are assets. But in some situations, when the amount on the credit side of the bank column is more than the amount the debit side of the bank column, it can never be a debit balance. In such instance it will be a credit opening balance. That is, the balance brought down will be written on his credit side. So in that case, it will not be an asset, but it will be regarded as liability, because liabilities are credit opening balances. So the next time I upload a video, I will show you how we come about having bank overdrafts. I will show you how to identify contra entry, and so on and so forth. Thank you, and God bless you.